Formula for a prism, let's start. I don't have a formula for you. I never gave a formula out for prisms. So what we need to remember is what lateral area is asking for. If lateral area is being asked for on the quiz, we are asking for area of all faces, excluding our what? Bases. Exclude. All right, so I take those, whatever shape the bases are in, I take them off, and then I find the area of what's left over. How do you know what the bases are? They're always the two figures that are congruent and parallel to each other. There's only going to be two of them that are congruent and parallel, and those are your bases. Take them off, find the area of whatever's left over. Surface area, that's the whole thing, right? That's the area of all faces. So pop the bases back on, you got your surface area. So I don't have official formula for you there. You just got to know what the concept of lateral and surface area is. Cylinders, I do have a formula for. All right, we do have a lateral area formula, which is pi dh, circumference times height. Pi dh, circumference times the height. And then surface area, just think about it. It shouldn't be something you guys have to memorize, the surface area. What two figures are you putting back on the cylinder for surface area? The two bases, which are in what shape? Circle. So it should just be that lateral area, which maybe you memorized, plus, okay, now I'm putting two circles back on the cylinder. So 2 pi r squared. To me, I would only remember the lateral area, because if you understand what surface area is, you're going to know that formula. Pyramid. Talk to me about a pyramid. Take off the base. What are all the figures left over? Triangles, right? All the time. I don't care what shape the base is in. The other faces are all triangles. So the lateral area is going to be the amount of triangles you have times 1/2 BH. All right, take the base off. You're going to be left with congruent triangles, however many there are, times the area of one of them. And then surface area. There you go. Take that lateral area, take all those triangles added up, and now put in whatever your base is. So again, I'm just going to use big B. It could be a square, it could be a hexagon, it could be another triangle for your base. It's that big B is just area of the base. And then cone, finally the cone, that is similar to the cylinder. You are going to have to remember at least the lateral area, right? Pi RL. What's L again? Ooh. Oh. Slant height. Not the height, right? Don't get confused with the Mission Impossible height. And if you guys understand what surface area is, one second. If you understand what surface area is, what am I adding on to the lateral area? A circle base, right? One circular base. Pi RL plus pi r squared. Sophia, question.
So with the pyramids, that H is still like the height of the triangle, so it's like the slant height.
Correct, yes. That's the height of one of the triangular faces. So yes, also known as the slant height. Correct. All right, so there you go. There's all four figures right there going into the first quiz. There's your four figures. All right, ready to do all? Yes, Hannah.
So for like the slant height and altitude, will the altitude, will anything ever just be height?
If I just say height, that means the height of the pyramid or the height of the cone coming down from the apex.
Okay.
If I want slant height, I'll put the word slant with it. Yep. All right, here we go. So here's how today's class is going to work. I'm going to go through the odds on day 4 with you. First question I'm going to ask somebody, what is the figure called? and tell me how you're going to find the surface area. Second person called, you're going to plug in all the numbers I need. Maybe a third person to see if you're awake at home, what's the final answer. We are finding surface areas of everything right now. All of these are surface areas to the nearest tenth if we need it. Here we go. Number 1 here, what is that figure called? And how can you find the surface area? Oh, here we go. Starting it off with nobody. Good. How about 19? Sean, here we go. What's that figure? Rectangular prism. I don't have a formula for it, but how are you going to tell me to find the surface area of it?
You're going to find the lengths of each rectangle for each side.
The lengths?
Or the areas.
Areas of all the faces. Correct. How many faces are there?
6.
6. All right. Somebody help me with that right now. Let's go 5. Hayden, you're up. Tell me the length and width of 2 of the faces up here.
12 and 4.
Okay, everybody. So I have one face that's 12 by 4. That's the front, and the back is also 12 by 4. So that's why I'm going to multiply it by 2. The front and the back are 12 by 4. Keep going, Hayden. Give me another length and width,
7 by 4.
Right and left face are both 7 and 4, and there's 2 of them, the right and the left. And what about the final 2, Hayden?
12 by 7.
Good. The bottom and the top bases are 12 by 7, and there's 2 of them. So that's how I find the surface area. I will not ask you lateral area of a rectangular prism. All right, so we don't have to, the top and the bottom as it's drawn. You'll just have to worry about the surface area. So there you go. Add up all 6 faces. Just to make sure we're following along at home. When you're ready, please give me the final surface area here. There you go, Hayden. Well, we'll just stay with you in this problem. When you're ready, the final surface area.
Uh, 320.
320. Good job. And then let's just make sure units are with those on the quiz as well. Square centimeters. Questions, comments, any concerns? All right, let's go to number 3. What is it? 18. Owen, what is that figure, number 3?
Oh, cylinder.
Cylinder. You got a formula to find the surface area for me.
Pi dh plus pi r squared.
Okay.
Times 2.
Good job. Times 2. Yep, because there's 2 circular bases. I always get worried about this formula. Make sure you know on the left side, you got to use the diameter. On the right side, you got to use the radius. All right, so make sure that bad boy's getting cut in half. All right, help me fill in the values for me. Here we go, 11. Anthony, pi, you got a diameter, Anthony?
8.
8, got a height?
5.
5? 5?
Oh, wait, I'm looking at a different one.
Get one job. Let's go. Get your act together. What's the height?
13.
13, darn right. Plus 2 pi. How about a radius?
4.
There you go. Way to regroup. I just want to talk about it. If I do ask for in terms of pi on the quiz, so I have 104 pi and 32 pi for the base. I can add those 2 because they both have pi's in it. So if I did ask in terms of pi, we'd be looking at 136 pi square feet, but I'm not. I'm looking at nearest 10th here. So whenever you're ready, nearest 10th. Vinny, whenever you're ready, Vin.
$427.3
It's naked.
feet squared.
There you go. Cover that thing up. Other questions, comments, concerns? I think I cover all the figures here. So we had prism, we had cylinder. Oh, yeah. Going to need some beasts to work on number 5 with me. 17, Maeve. All right, never mind. Just joking. Maeve, here you go. What is number 5? That's a pyramid. You got a surface area. What should I do to find the surface area? Just explain to me because I don't have a formula.
You should take the 6 sides.
Sides?
Oh, triangles.
6 triangles, yep.
And 1/2 base times height, which would be 1/2.
No, don't plug in for me. That's going to be one of your classmates. Hey, right here. Maeve just says take the lateral area, your 6 triangles times 1/2 BH, and then still do what, Maeve?
Plus the area of
Oh, she's rattled.
the.
What's the base? Look at that thing. Stumped?
Yes.
How many sides does it have?
I know what it. I know it has 6 sides. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, wow. You want to keep thinking and then just blurt it out when you remember it? Oh, wow. 6-sided figure. Come on, Maeve. You're so much better than this.
Can't do it.
You can.
All I can hear is a trapezoid, but that has 5 sides. Oh my God.
Trapezoid is 4 sides,
No,
but it's
That's
okay.
what I meant. Sorry.
Pentagon is 5.
Come on.
Hexagon.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Find the area of the hexagon. Yep. All right, good. So let me start. Somebody with help me out with the lateral area. There we go. Oh, and you're going to help me out with the lateral area. So 6 times 1/2. What's the base length on one of those triangles, Owen?
4 centimeters.
4. And how about the height on one of those triangular faces? Nothing fancy. Don't do anything fancy
10
here.
centimeters.
It's 10. Yep, it's given to you. That's the slant height, right? So there's the lateral area. 6 triangles, each having an area of 1/2, 4 times 10. Ooh, now comes the tough part. Help me find the area of the hexagon. One side's 4 centimeters. All right, I'm not going to say a word. You just explain it to me. No questions for me. Explain to me how you would find the area of that hexagon right now. I knew it. It's coming back to redemption.
To find the area of the hexagon,
Yep.
you find the central angle of like one triangle.
Yep.
And you divide 360 by 6 to get it.
Yep.
And you get 60. And you cut that in half, you get 30.
Okay, hold on. So Maeve's basically saying this whole angle up top formed by the 2 radii was 60 degrees. The height cuts it in half. So everyone take a look. Now I have a 30, 60, 90. All right.
You use the base of 2
Why 2?
because it's half the real base.
Height cuts the base in half. So there's 2. Yep.
And then you do 2 times radical 3.
2 times radical 3. Now that was much more in-depth and complex than what's a 6-sided figure, I would think. But hey. All right, so how many triangles can I make out of this, Maeve?
6.
So find the area of the base. 6 triangles on the hexagon I can make, each having an area of 1/2, 2 times 2 radical 3. That's pretty involved right there.
You mean 4.
4, yes. Easy there. All right, yep. All right, I see where you're going there, yep. Make sure this guy knows his role. Base of 4 times 2 radical 3. There it is. That is involved. And when you calculate nearest tenth, let me know. 13. Sophia, whenever you're ready, let me know the area of this hexagonal pyramid.
Wait, sorry, the base is like 24 radical 3, something like that.
Yep.
Okay, give me a sec.
Yeah, take your time.
Wait, I have a question. If you have a number and then you have another number with a radical next to it, you can still multiply them, right?
Yes. Multiply, yes. Add,
Multiply.
no.
Got it.
I got 161.6 centimeters squared.
Yes, you did. Good job. All right, everyone all right on that? That was a tricky one. And then how about a cone? That's the only one we haven't gone over. I gave that away. So hopefully most of you knew that was a cone. Audrey, here we go. Can you give me the surface area of a cone?
It is, one sec. It's the area of the base, which is pi r squared, it's the circle. And then the lateral area, which is pi times the radius times the slant height.
Thank you very much. How about somebody to plug those numbers in for me? One more down. Atticus, how about the radius?
9.
9.
Oh, 2. Sorry, I looked at the wrong one.
Yep. You and Anthony. How about the slant height?
5.
5 plus pi radius?
2.
2 squared. Good work. So I get 10 pi plus 4 pi. If I did ask it for it in terms of pi, I'd be looking at 14 pi, but looking for the nearest tenth here. When you're ready. Hearing from everyone today. Beautiful, beautiful. Luke, when you're ready, nearest tenth. Take your time.
44.0.
There you go. Yeah, a little double rounding there, huh? That 8 rounded the 9 to a 0. 44.0, and there's no units, so we'll just leave it like that. Questions, comments, any concerns? All right, how about we turn our attention to some real life applications, huh? The world's largest ice cream cake. Here you go, everyone. There's some of the bakers throwing some, looks like Oreo crumbles on the top. There it is, the world's largest ice cream cake in the flesh. Is 19 by 9 by 2. Jeez. Wow. That's a pretty big cake. And we are going to put frosting on everything but the bottom. So how many square feet of frosting are we going to need? Just so you guys know, and I would always provide a diagram for this, but anytime you have dimensions listed, it's always length first, width second, and if there is a third dimension, like in this case, it would be height. All right, so it's always labeled length, width by height. So on our figure here, if you wanted to draw your own world's largest ice cream cake, you'd have 19 feet by 9 feet on the bottom, length and width, and then your height would be one of these vertical edges, 2 feet. Okay, so that's what the ice cream cake is looking like right now. And you are going to cover everything but the bottom now. So talk to me. 5. Back to you, Hayden. What do you, you're the Prism guy here today. Tell me the dimensions of the faces you're going to cover with frosting.
2 and 9.
Okay, so everyone, here you go. I'm still going to write surface area, all right, because I'm covering what they tell me to, which is still the surface area. So 2 by 9, that's the front and the back. So now I'm only going to do 2 by 9. I'm going to multiply it by 2, front and back. What else are you going to cover, Hayden? Keep going.
19 by 2.
19 by 2, and that's the front, that's the right and the left faces, and there's 2 of those. And then one more face, I believe.
19 by 9.
Yep, which is the top of the cake. I'm not frosting the bottom, just the top of the cake. So that's why there's only 5 listed here. Wow, how many square feet of frosting am I going to need?
You frost an ice cream cake?
I guess so. I don't know. I'm not. We're going to have a little private, we're going to have a discussion after this, by the way. We're not going to keep it to math. Here we go, Lucas. What do you have? How many square feet of frosting do I need?
283 feet square.
There you go. I need 283 square feet. Now, I want to put this in real life terms. What is 283 square feet of frosting? Because I don't think you guys realize how much frosting that is. Take a square. Think a square that's 1 foot by 1 foot. That's a pretty big square. Take 2 rulers right now. Boom, boom. A square. That's all frosting. You need 283 of those squares. Okay, that's a lot of frosting. Okay, so let's get into another discussion before we go to the last one here, because we just can't keep doing surface areas here. Anybody big ice cream cake fans first? Do I have any big ice cream cake fans in the house? Anybody at home either? Luke, Will, yeah? Decent, okay.
I mean, they're good, but like, they're not the best.
Okay. Anybody else? Ice cream cakes?
Yeah, they're not like, not my favorite dessert, but they're pretty good as far as desserts go.
Okay, then
They are certainly adequate dessert.
let's turn our attention to actual cake.
It's so much better.
What are we going with here? I'll start. I'm totally traditional. Going vanilla cake, vanilla frosting. Yellow cake, vanilla frosting. Done. Maybe some rainbow sprinkles on top to cover it around. That's about it. Maybe funfetti you could get me with too. Others?
Chocolate cake is better.
Whoa. It's one's opinion. All right, let's not come down on the vanilla people here. What frosting are we having with it then, Sophia?
Normally chocolate. I really like chocolate, so
Okay.
I go with that. But I've also had like fruity stuff with chocolate cake before.
Chocolate. Okay.
I think frosting is gross. It's literally just pasty sugar. Like, I can have a very minimal amount of it.
Wow. Okay.
Break them all off.
There's
Yeah,
a-
I literally do the same.
I sort of agree with Kyla though. I can't have too much frosting. It's not. That doesn't do it for me. But I do like chocolate cake with chocolate frosting.
So you just have
I'm
plain
not one of
cake?
the people who would like eat just frosting. There are some people
Plain
who
cake
could
is
just eat
essentially
frosting
waffle.
straight up, and I'm not one of those people.
Yeah, I wouldn't
My
eat.
little sister's one of those people, and I don't see how chocolate cake with chocolate frosting is any less valid than vanilla with vanilla frosting.
It's just people's opinion. Are there people who eat frosting right out of the can? Where are you? Okay, that's fine. What kind of them?
Recently I ate an entire tub of funfetti cake mix because I made it with my friends, and instead of frosting it, I ate the entire thing by accident.
So what kind of frosting was it?
Like the Pillsbury ones that like are already like they.
Oh, you gotta pour the stuff in with the mixer, or did it already have it in there?
Once you go to like Walmart, it has the cakes, it has like the frosting
Yeah.
for all of it. It's like the tub that has the sprinkles on top.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
I melted it and then I ate it.
Whoa, milk. Okay. All right.
The only time I consider it is with whipped cream cheese frosting.
Okay.
Because it tastes like the stuff they used to put in between CZQs before they changed the recipe and made them disgusting.
I don't like cream cheese frosting.
Okay.
I like it on carrot cake.
I did.
Carrot cake.
My
Carrot
mom
cake's
makes
pretty
the
good.
same carrot cake every year with cream cheese frosting, and she puts jelly beans on it, and it shouldn't be good, but it's good.
Jelly beans?
Yeah.
Somebody in first period went lemon for their cake.
Lemon isn't horrible. Lemon cake is actually pretty good.
I like
Lemon cake is pretty good.
Lemon sounds fine as a topping.
I'm judging
maybe
if
with,
you're
like,
going
carrot
lemon.
cake
I'm
or
going. I'm
something.
judging you.
I'm gonna go coffee. I'm going coffee cake.
My favorite cake is coffee cake. It's the best.
I don't
Is
know
that a
about
cake,
anyone
though?
here, but I like
It's like
cannot
cinnamon.
stand
It's
Technically, are you having it for your birthday?
I did.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Coffee cake.
My person.
I like
It's more of a
vanilla.
breakfast item, I
Yeah,
think.
that is true. I'm
Right?
I can't stand cheesecake. I mean, you might as well just eat a block of cream cheese, and that is my opinion.
Honestly,
I think
I don't
pie is.
like
I am
That's
100% with you there, Audrey. No cheesecake for me, please.
I don't care how much cherry topping you put on it. That's just a horrible idea for a cake.
I like the crust. I always do the crust, and then
I think pies are disgusting.
okay.
Pies are
That's
gross.
Oh, pies are gross. Pies are so gross.
Pies are
No matter what kind, I can't stand them.
I would have to just
I
go
only
apple,
like
that's it.
pecan pie, but like apple pie is just
I will eat the pudding part of the chocolate pie, but I can't stand the other ones.
I like
I don't like pies. That's
There we go. All right.
I like
Good discussion.
I pick the blueberries out of my blueberry muffins. I don't see how I would survive a pie, to be honest.
Brownies are okay, but fudge,
So then this leads me to my final question. Getting any kind of food, if you had to be in an eating competition, what would be your specialty?
Water.
I'd say watermelon, yeah.
Watermelon, that's smart.
Watermelon?
Yeah, you could choke it down.
Well, it has to be something you enjoy too.
Yeah, I know, but I don't enjoy it.
So I think I would go cake.
Sprinkles.
I would go like blueberries,
that'd be
just because
really
you can
bad,
pop in
actually.
like handfuls at a time.
I have no idea what they do after. Like after you eat 30 hot dogs, do you eat the next day?
No, you throw up.
I can't believe they wet the hot dogs before they eat them. That would make it even less, that would make it harder for me to eat it. It's wet red.
No, you just, no, it needs to go
I
down
know,
the
it's so
road easier.
weird.
There's all techniques and stuff, but whatever.
I feel like
I
it's
think-
kind of gross.
So nobody else has a specialty food they think they could just dominate people in?
Berry.
Anna?
I think I could do buffalo wings if enough like milk was provided, but I can handle that.
Buffalo wings, huh? You hungry?
Well, if you're drinking milk, you're gonna.
I prefer to do the boneless ones, because if they're small enough, you could just pop them in your mouth, but the bone-in ones, you kind of gotta work for it.
I think the
Cucumbers?
cucumbers are so
I
good.
eat entire cucumbers at a time.
Plain?
Cucumbers are really good.
I could pop down a bunch of black olives.
I like carrots, but that's like people don't like carrots. I don't know why.
I love carrots.
Carrots are so
Carrots
good.
are
Baby
so
carrots are so nice.
The big
I don't
ones
like the
are
regular
better.
ones. Well, like if they're organic, it's okay.
All right.
Everyone threw up carrots organic.
The question is, have you ever
Honestly,
had carrots that are cooked with brown sugar and butter? Because my mom makes those every once in a while. They're amazing. Even if
Carrots?
you don't like carrots,
Hmm.
I'd recommend you try them.
I could
I don't eat them raw, but I would
Yeah,
eat. I
yeah,
eat
like,
carrots cooked, but
Broccoli
not
is
raw.
okay until it's
Same
cooked.
thing with broccoli.
And it's
You can't do it.
Like it's not
You can't do it.
necessary.
No.
I can eat raw broccoli with like ranch sauce, and I can eat
Yeah,
baby carrots
it's
pretty
raw
well, because I used to think they would fix my eyes and I wouldn't need glasses anymore. They didn't, but they're still good.
I could scarf down some garlic mashed potatoes real fast in the competition.
Yeah, I need mine cooked. Nothing raw. Cucumbers and tomatoes I could do raw, but.
Oh, tomato eating contest, I could down an entire tomato like an apple. I would totally win
Oh
that
my God.
contest.
You would just be a mess.
Just
A big disgrace, just seeds and juice all over your
Yes, you
face.
suck the juice out of it like a vampire, and then you eat the skin part.
I can only stand tomatoes while
I
they're
don't
eaten,
know people bite
while they're
into
like cooked in anything.
Okay,
Even
people
chicken.
eat baby tomatoes whole the entire time. I don't see why what I'm doing is any
Onions?
different.
Oh, I could probably do that. Onions
All
are
right,
bad.
all right, let's finish this up here.
I could probably do that.
I'm sure anybody who's absent today is gonna love our discussion that we're recording right now on different foods, but hey, that's
You're
what
gonna be
happens.
like, what are these people?
That's what happens when you're absent. All right, last one here, we'll do number 11. We've been doing surface area. Let's turn our attention to lateral area now, and where I don't have enough information. So lateral area of a cone, pi RL. All right, what do I have? What do I need to find? Vinny, going back to you. Read through this problem carefully here, Vinny. Do I know the radius?
Yes.
What is it?
6.
Okay, do I know the slant height?
No.
No, again, guys, it says height is 8. If I wanted slant height, I put the word slant with it. This is the height, the Mission Impossible height. So if I'm drawing a diagram here of a beautiful cone, here's the height. Down to the center of the base is 8, and the radius is 6. So, Vinny, how are we going to find slant height?
Pi tag.
Darn right. 8 squared plus 6 squared equals L squared. When you find it, let me know. Zach, whenever you're ready, take your time, whatever that slant height happens to be. It is 10. Good work. So 10 for the slant height. Nice and easy problem because it says leave your answer in terms of pi. So 6 times 10, we're going to leave that as 60 pi square feet. All right. Let me go back to the formulas because there is one thing I did not mention that I know will be on the quiz. Cross sections. Okay, cross sections where I cut one of these 4 figures horizontally, diagonally, vertically. What figure do I end up with? All right, so there will be a question or two on the quiz covering cross sections, which we did on day 1. No, there is no homework, all right?
Finding the area of a cross section?
No, just what shape is it? What shape is it? So there is no homework. Tomorrow, bring your questions. It's a review session. All answers to these questions on day 4 can be found on Google Classroom under the homework answers this week. All right, so bring all your questions tomorrow because it's our last day of review. Have a good night. Be healthy, be safe, be smart. Take care, guys.
What food can't you not, like, do you hate so bad you can't eat?
This is always a shocker to people, but I despise peanut butter.
What?
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't.
Peanut butter is good.
I eat
I
peanut
love
butter
I
every
can't
single
do
day.
Literally same.
I
I've
can't
eaten
do it.
peanut butter every single day since kindergarten.
What do you not like about
I
I
feel
just
that.
don't like the taste.
It's
I
like,
don't.
it? Do you like peanuts?
No.
Okay.
I don't
Oh,
like
well, then that
almonds,
makes
walnuts.
sense. If you don't like peanuts, then
No, none of that stuff. Another one, I don't have to think about. That was the first one that came to my mind.
what's your least favorite fruit?
Fruit?
Honeydew.
Honeydew milk. Those are actually so good.
Fruits. I don't.
Mangoes aren't bad, but I get like a really bad reaction.
Yeah, probably lemons, limes. I don't know, I guess.
Really different.
I don't know who eats those straight up, but
Limes?
I'm not an avocado fan either, at all.
Oh, I don't like
Really?
I
avocado.
never
No,
understood
like,
that.
You didn't like
I never understood that
guacamole?
movement. Nope. No guac.
There's only movement in California.
I could survive without peanut butter. I totally won't.
Really, I could live without peanut butter.
I wouldn't know what to eat.
It is sticky. I don't like chunky peanut butter though.
I get feel like in between sometimes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I like apples a lot because they don't make you feel sick after you eat them, but they also like taste okay.
Raspberries are just candy.
You literally, yeah, raspberries are like actually candy. But then the problem is like they get smushed, so you have to find the good looking ones. It's like kind of annoying. Strawberries are unpredictable. They're either like really good or like eh. Grapes are kind of just there.
I haven't had cherry in a while.
Cherries are good. I just hate just like the stem and like the seed or whatever.
He doesn't those.
Yeah, clearly. But it's just so annoying.
Even cherry cutter is fun to use.
Oh yeah. Cherries are good. But they're really expensive too.
I hate pizza and burgers
You hate pizza?
and yeah.
Really? Pizza's good. Okay, I don't like when pizza is like oddly oily. It like bugs the crap out of me. It's like why?
all disgusting.
It's like greasy. It's like okay then. But like burgers are kinda eh. I don't get how people really like them.
Because I don't like cheese or
Oh, what?
tomatoes, so.
I don't like tomatoes. Like cheese is okay. I eat a lot of cheese.
And you're gonna get after me about peanut butter?
Yeah.
Peanut butter is like the most basic food ever. It's like a basic food.
Pizza?
group.
Yeah,
When you
well,
think of
basic,
kids'
like-
lunches, you think of peanut butter jelly.
Wow.
Pasta's good. I live on pasta.
Pizza is the only food that you can eat at any meal of the day and not get charged for.
Breakfast?
Yeah, my mom had a full slice of pizza for breakfast today.
Pizza.
I could not eat pizza for breakfast.
Pizza is healthier than
That
most
would not fly.
cereals.
I eat cake for breakfast
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's better than cereal.
I just skip lunch. Like I just don't eat lunch. On school days I don't eat lunch. On weekends I eat lunch sometimes. Depends. I have like lunch.
I don't eat lunch in school, but I eat lunch when I'm at home.
Yeah, same. If I'm home I'll eat lunch, but if I'm in school there's no point. It's like why?
It's also the second to last period, so I'm gonna go home anyway.
Yeah, oh that really sucks, yeah. Well I just don't have a lunch. My choir teacher lets us eat in class, but it's like why? Choir is such a useless class. It's so
Have a good day,
funny.
guys.
Breakfast. So I don't even have to eat until like 3 o'clock.
I eat like something little. I don't eat. Kenna just doesn't eat.
I don't eat breakfast, I don't eat lunch.
Love
Bye, guys.
lovely.
Take care.
You just eat dinner.
No, I eat when I get home.